Good day everyone and welcome back to our Prepare for Launch series for Ni no Kuni Crossworlds. It's Haz here and today in episode 4, we'll talk about some quick tips that will probably make your life easier in the first couple of days. If you're interested in basics, I have a video for basically all the different activities you should be familiar with, but in this video I'll specifically go through a couple of things that were a headache for me when I started. I'll also use this quick opportunity to say if you do use Twitter, you can also follow me there for further information or just to stay in contact. Now let's get started. First tip will be about auto battle. If you didn't know, Ni no Kuni will have an auto battle feature along with auto navigation that you can use. Now, just because it's there, it doesn't mean you have to use it. In fact, there's several content where you should be playing manually, but the option is still there for people who like autoplay or for example, when you just want to grind. It's actually a pretty fun auto system in my opinion, but I was already a big fan of simulation games such as Total War series or City Builders. Once again, since I know a lot of people are afraid of this, it can be completely disabled and auto battle is really going to be for the content that you just can't be arsed to do yourself anyway, or it would be a pain. Now, the reason it's going to be my number one tip though is that it's quite hidden or unexplained, at least in the Asian versions, on how to completely disable it. And it's going to be extremely annoying if you miss it, since even if the auto battle button at the bottom of the screen is disabled, if you're attacked, your character will automatically defend itself and start using abilities. And if you aim to play manually and learn the basics of the game and its combat, it's super annoying and frustrating seeing all your abilities used on cooldowns. To customize and set up the auto battle feature, you have to hold down the button with either your touchscreen or mouse to open its settings screen. Here, you'll be able to set your auto radius, whether or not your movement skills should move, or if your character should go back where you were standing each time you're done fighting. That's pretty cool. If you want to completely disable auto battle, you have to click this button and disable the game from using all your abilities one by one by clicking on them. And that is it. Now you're able to fully enjoy the game manually without any annoyances. For second tip, let's talk about alts. As we know, it will be crucial to focus on one character with all your resources as materials and time is limited, and if you upgrade the weapons of multiple characters, you will run out of resources pretty fast. Also, daily activities and rewards are all server-wide, so you won't really have to play multiple characters every day to maximize farming or progression, which in my opinion is a good thing. I really can't stand games that expect you to do the same boring activities in multiple characters and base their progression on that. It's just, nah. With that said, there's still a benefit to level up your alts, and you should be doing that fairly early. There's a class level reward system that gives out valuable goodies every 20 levels for each of your characters. The reason you should start leveling your alts as early as you reach level 30 with your main is that on both level 20 and level 40, you are rewarded by 25 backpack slots for your whole account for each class you level up. This is extremely important as you will run out of inventory space so fast, especially if you plan on leveling up your Codex and will participate in most events. If you don't level up your other characters, you'll simply run out of space, or even the most basic things you'll have in the inventory, considering even crafting materials, gacha tickets, and consumables all take space. Naturally, you will ask, alright, so you should focus all your leveling materials into one character, but you should also level up your alts, so how the hell will you be able to keep up with them? The answer is that it's only the weapons that are unique to each of them, but all your account-wide upgrades, Higgledies, mounts, armor, accessories, minigames, and all their power is shared across all your characters. You can equip them and you can use them, and it will make leveling alts a breeze. On top of it, if your main character is at least 10 levels above your alt, you also get increased experience for faster leveling. So don't miss out on alts, you get free backpack slots and even diamond premium currency. On to our third tip, chests and sightseeing stones. There's a lot of collectibles in Ni no Kuni, practically everything is a collectible, but some are easier to attain than others. Now while these Codex unlocks are relatively low in power, collecting everything adds up really fast and will be a significant portion of your character power on the long run. But, especially at the start, the bonus 100 or 200 power is really handy to progress faster or avoid having to waste upgrade materials on your starting items, and for that, you should grab as much as you can. There will be region-specific collectibles in the form of vistas or sightseeing stones, similar to like in Guild Wars 2, and also 3 unique chests to each zone. These will reward you with different goodies, but most importantly, each of them adds around 250 power to your account, which as mentioned earlier is quite significant for the first few days to push that content as much as you can. These chests and stones are scattered around the maps and you only need to collect them once, but you should definitely not miss out on them early game. For all the locations of these chests and stones, I will release a video either a day before or right on launch day. My fourth tip is about awakening. Awakening is the process of using duplicates of the same familiar or item to upgrade their stats all the way up to 10. There are rarities from 1 star all the way to super rare 4 star for familiars and items, and naturally, we all want the best for us, and quite a lot of people are fixated on getting the best rarities only, but that is a mistake. As I said, almost everything is a collectible in Ni no Kuni, and there's multiple forms of it too. Each item and familiar can be leveled up all the way to 6 stars and can be awakened too. When I first started, I just used all these useless garbage I had to level up my best items, until I realized I made a mistake, and I should have kept them and used them for upgrading each unique item instead, as it's important for the Codex. The in-game Codex will reward you with money, account power, and even tickets or gacha materials in some cases for reaching certain points of upgrading every single item, such as every single rarity upgrade or awakening them to level 3, level 7, and level 10. For this reason, I highly recommend everyone to make yourself familiar with all the options in the Codex when the game releases, and do not discard or disassemble your low priority items and familiars, but instead keep them around and level them as your money will allow for long-term Codex progression. And my final tip is about field bosses. I hope each and every one of you will enjoy the game at your own pace and experience this amazing world they put together. While it has its benefits, there's absolutely no need to rush. There will be more than enough time to grind and do your daily progression over the months and years. So savor those few hours and days while you can. But just because you'll take your time, that doesn't mean you can't and shouldn't participate in certain server-wide events. Field bosses are an open world content that happens every 6 hours and spawns various super bosses around the in-game world. Chances are most of you will be puny to do anything with them, but that's not a problem. While you won't be able to teleport to them until you unlock this game mode, you can still walk up to them and later teleport to them to participate, even if you do 0 damage. Field bosses are one of the main sources of gaining accessories, and getting an early accessory can be a major boost to your character power to push the main story. As I said at the start, even the smallest amount of power is a big boost, and these accessories can be thousands. This is open world content, full PvE, so there will be hundreds of players helping each other to defeat them. And the good news is, if you manage to hit them even once or use an ability, anything, if you do 0 damage even, you will be eligible for rewards when they die. Once you unlock the field boss menu, you'll be also able to teleport to regions and field bosses you haven't even unlocked yet and get the rewards, and there's like 7 or 8 of them. Since the game also supports multiple channels on a server and there's a field boss on all of them, you can also make use of channel hopping to kill the same boss multiple times. You'll get a chance to claim your reward for crafting accessories yourself, accumulate special currencies, or get super rare jewelry even. Don't miss out on these events, they're part of your daily grind, they are also super fun, and as I said, doesn't matter what level you are as long as you can hit them a single time. Look forward to them as they're one of my favorite content at least. But those are my 5 tips for early game in Ni no Kuni Crossworlds, everyone. I will share more tips and hints as the game releases and the time is appropriate to get into more deeper topics, so keep an eye out. The channel has been booming recently and it's quite frightening, honestly. I just reached 5,000 subscribers and we're already halfway to 10,000 in just a few days. It's insane. The community has been so wholesome that it's just hard to process how nice all of you are and how fast news of the channel is spreading, especially in the official Discord. I was thinking about doing something special if or when we reach it, and I'd love to know if you all would like to see something special, maybe a Q&A or giveaway or something. I can't even think straight, so help me out here. Also, if you haven't joined the official Discord, make sure to do so for freebies and additional rewards for all of us. You can find it in the description of the video. Thank you so much for watching and supporting, everyone. I'll see you all the next time.